In this video, I'm going to show you how to create landing pages in Webflow in just minutes. And if you want more landing page tips just like this one, there will be a free landing page checklist in the description below. But without any further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so we are in this free Webflow project that we have. You can download it in the description below. But what we're going to do is we're now going to set the foundation to be able to create our landing pages in just a minute. And we're going to leverage the Webflow CMS for this. So first off, you're going to want to have a landing page design. You can design one yourself, use a free design online, and then you're going to want to build that landing page into Webflow. Once that landing page is created, you want to wrap the entire page in a div. We call this a page wrapper. So we're going to copy this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the CMS. If you do not have any collections yet, it will be empty just like this one. And then we are going to create a new collection. And for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to call this landing pages, but you can call this anything you want. Just keep in mind that this is where you'll be creating your landing pages. So we're going to click on create collection. And now we have our new landing pages collection. So what we're going to do is we back out of the CMS, go to our pages panel. You can see if we scroll down to our pages, we now have a new section, CMS collection pages, and we have our landing pages template. If we click on this, we can simply paste in the page layout that we copied from our other page. And now we have a landing page template. So now what we're going to do is we need to go to the CMS and create fields for the type of content that we want to change. So for example, if when we create new landing pages, any type of content on this page that you want to be able to customize, then we're going to have to create a field for that in the CMS and then connect those fields. So again, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to just do the header section here. So for example, right now we have a subheader, we have a headline, and we have a supporting paragraph, and then we have a button. We do also have these images here, but I'm not going to mess with these right now. I'm just going to do some copy and some links. So we're going to go back to our CMS. We're going to click on this settings icon. And then from here, we are going to start adding custom fields. So we're going to click on add field, and I'm going to call this hero : subheader. Click save field. And then I'm going to add another text field. And this time I'm going to do hero headline. And then I'm going to create another text field. This one, you can do a text field, like a plain text field, or you can do a rich text field. You probably, if you want to be able to like bold, make things bold or add links, you will need to do a rich text field. So for this, I'm just going to do a rich text field, and I'm going to call this hero paragraph. Click save. And then we have the button. So for the button, we're going to need two different fields. We're going to need a text field for the button text, and then we're going to need a link field. So we're going to click on plain text. We're going to call this hero. Actually, we're just going to call this CTA, primary CTA. So primary CTA text. Click save. And then we're going to add a link field, and we're going to call this primary CTA link. Actually, let's rename this to URL. Click save, and then we are going to save our collection. So now what we're going to do is before we connect these to our landing page, we are going to create a new landing page. So we're just going to call this Google Ads. Then we're going to say something like CRO for SaaS. This is something we do, so we're just going to put that there, and then we're going to say double your users in 30 days. And then we are just going to take this, or actually I'll just write this out. So double your users in 30 days with proven landing. All right, from there, we're going to say book a growth call. And then we're just going to do a basic URL like that. Then we're going to click Queue for next site to publish. We're going to go back to our page template, and now we're going to connect these fields. So we're going to click on our subheader, go to Settings, and then right here beside this text block, we're going to click this purple dot, and we're going to connect this to our hero subheader. As you can see, it automatically updated. So now we're going to do this for our headline. Then we're going to do for our paragraph, this is just a normal text block or paragraph block. So we're going to have to drop in a rich text block. Just going to delete all this extra. Then we're going to connect this rich text block to our hero paragraph. And then for our button, we are going to select collection page, current landing page. Or actually, sorry, I always get these confused. So we're going to want to select under URL, get URL from landing pages, select the field, and we want the primary CTA URL. And then for the text, we're going to click select field, and we're going to select the primary CTA text. And as you can see, it updated. So with this design, as you can see, this slightly broke, but that won't be an issue. We will just take our header component. We will set the spacing to auto. And then I will, for now, just for the sake of the tutorial, I'll remove these header images. But now we have a dynamic landing page. So what this means is in the future, we can go and we can just go to the CMS, click create a new landing page, fill in the fields, and then we can automatically generate a new landing page. Now, we only created 4 or 5 different fields, but if you scroll down the page, you can see we have a lot more content. We can create fields for all of this content, including the headings, the paragraphs, the background colors. We can create them for the images, and we can make these entire landing pages all dynamic. And if we go to our website as an example, if you go to our services tab and then go to one of these services, I'll click Growth Stack. This is our CRO service. You can see as we scroll down the page, it looks like a pretty standard landing page. If I were to go to our services again and then click on Unlimited Webflow, same type of landing page layout, but the content is different. And if I go back to Webflow, and I'm going to go to our Webflow project, you can see here if I go to the CMS and then I go to services, we have our different types of services here. And if we click into one of these services, you can see we have our H1 heading, we have our nav subtitle, we have a sort number, so we can sort how this shows on the website. We have a color option in case we want to change some colors on the landing page. We have our headings, our summaries. As you can see, we have our call to action text, our call to action links, and we have quite a lot of fields in here so that we can customize the landing page specifically for this service. But we've implemented the same system for clients for like feature pages, for SaaS, case studies, or even for one client recently, they wanted to have landing page collection list where the design was identical to the home page, but they could just create new pages for ad campaigns, where if they were running like an ad campaign on Google and on Facebook, they could create different variations of the home page real easily in the CMS. So that is how you can create landing pages in just minutes in Webflow. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you want more landing page tips like this, there will be a free landing page checklist in the description below.